Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Ravenloft Mist-Fits. It is Misfit Monday, and I am Johnny. I'm the DM. I'm going to be putting a link in the chat for all the cast names, socials, and pronouns, and then you can also see it in the episode description. We usually... Okay, cool, it worked. We usually stream each Monday, which I think we're going to be doing pretty... so next week will be good, but then the week after I'll be at PAX West, so we won't be streaming on that Monday. Anyways, hey, subscribe, follow, do the things, tell people about it. There's a bunch of links that'll pop up in the chat in the episode description. You can join our Discord. Tell people. Give us a review, if you're so kind. Zach is not here. Forgot to change his name from Poop. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Incredible.
I almost got through. I almost got through without saying or doing anything to fuck it up, and then it was just right there the whole time. Anyways, yeah, Zach isn't here just yet. Got slammed at his job, so he is going to be here pretty soon. But since we're starting with Vaughn and their journey, we're just gonna go ahead and start, and then whenever he gets here, we'll add him in. But we have Roll20 to talk about. Shit. I'm panicking. I don't know what to do.
You know what's great about Roll20?
What's great about Roll20?
Oh, I mean, a lot of things, but for one, it is like, you know, I'm running off a hotspot on my phone in an Airbnb somewhere in Tampa. I don't know where I am, and you know what? Roll20's running great on it, regardless, and I still get to be here and have all my stuff and conveniences that I would have at home with my normal computer, but instead I'm here with my friends. So if you want to have that same experience with your laptop sitting on two weird nightstands in a weird, very cold room next to a pool, you could also do that. You just got to go over to roll20.net. Thank you, Roll20.
Thanks, Roll20. That sounds like such a great time.
It's thanks, so cold.
What else? Let's see. You can also check out our awesome Sirenscape that allows us to use their awesome music and stuff like that. It's really cool. Check it out. It is Sirenscape. There's a link in the chat and the episode description. There we go. Super Siren subscriber gives you access to a bunch of different sounds that are made for a bunch of D&D adventures, Call of Cthulhu adventures, Pathfinder, Starfinder. A lot of stuff is in this, and if you do the Super Siren subscriber, after following our link, you'll actually support the channel too. So, check it out. It's really awesome. I love it. Yeah. All right. Recap. So, if you're here, hopefully you saw the last episode. That one was a recording that we did last Tuesday, which released this past Friday. I know that that's a short time to get caught up, but if you haven't seen number 93, this is going to be 94. I'm going to do a little recap. So, spoilers. Cool. At the beginning of the session, Katya had spoken to a older farmer woman that had Katya basically told them to tell the people of Valakai to chill out and not do anything to the adventurers that have just killed their leader and all of her followers. You then learned through Aurora that Leyland was being held hostage in the Burgomaster's old mansion that had since been repurposed into a hunter's lodge. So you gave the other victim that was being strung up on the other spot that was still barely alive, you gave her to Aurora, and she bounded off in her werewolven form over the walls and near the Vistani camp for you to return and group back up. You then snuck over and around to the guard barracks where Katya and Sorsha were able to sneak up the tower, and while going around that tower, you were able to look inside and see an old friend, which was Frederick, the NPC that had introduced Valakai and its rules to the original Mist-Fits that had first entered Valakai very long time ago. 3 years-ish. Wild. Anyways, after finding Frederick, Katya spoke to him and convinced him to support each of you and tell the other guards to basically chill out as well, that you guys didn't mean any harm, that they didn't need to fight, and rather they shouldn't, or else. You then planned your approach to rescue Leyland, which Vaughn and Sorsha, who is still in spider form, you two were casted invisible, and Lumari casted fly on all for you two and themselves. You were able to fly up invisibly, doing a 360 around the mansion, which then you found an attic which you were able to then enter and go down a trapdoor which entered into the master bedroom. You were able to look around through Sorsha, speaking telepathically to you about what she sees as she crawls through the house. And then, as you were looking in the closet, trying to find some sort of answers or what this room may have been, you heard the door behind you open and the huntress entered. You just barely, thanks to your psionic knack for the first time in this campaign, you actually used it. You were able to pass that crazy high perception check, and you closed the closet door. So, as you heard her lay onto the bed out in the master bedroom, flipping through the book, you heard a thud on the other side of the wall. Now, what would you like to do?
I believe I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
But first, I would like to.
Great to hear.
Yeah, would love to hear that I
I-
actually have a plan. That I actually used my few days to think about it and
Mhm.
figure out what I was gonna do about the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the convenient thing about having time between sessions. Where are my friends kind of in relation to the building itself? Like, I know they're like a slight distance away, but
Right.
how far is everyone away?
So, I imagine that everybody had stayed in the spot that they were in. If that changes, we will need to do stealth checks, which
Yeah. But like, where
that is going to
the-
be without passive.
Yeah,
without trace.
where
So, they are going to be roughly around probably 300 feet away.
Okay.
Probably more, to be honest, but I'm going to go check right now.
Are they?
what?
Is it to the north of? I assume it's the south because
They're
the
to
guard
the
tower's to the
south.
south. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah. Just about 200 feet away.
Okay. 200 feet away on the side of the building that is further away from me.
So they would be they would be 300 feet to get around the guard barracks, which they can make their way over here because nobody's on the guard tower. Yeah, to do it without being seen and rushing past all of the guards, it would be 350.
Yeah. And what I famously know about almost everyone left behind is that they are not stealthy. So
clunky.
let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that one.
Okay.
I will
Right.
shoot them a message that just goes. I guess I'll just broadcast it to everyone that just goes,
Mm-hmm.
I heard something on the other side of the wall, and I believe Leyland to be there. I believe we're going to try something, I think. If you have the spell, which I think you do. And hopefully that should be able to give us an opening, but it might create a bit of noise.
What's that spell?
The walls here are stone, so if we could stone shape kind of
Oh.
diagonally from where we are, we could remove both the
Yeah.
exterior wall of the building and then this wall that is blocking me from where I believe Leyland to be. And then we just have a clear opening out, at least enough for me to see Leyland and outside, and I can get her out
Yeah, I
with
can
the
do that.
vortex warp. But then she will be out 90 feet away by herself in whatever state she's currently in. Because if it makes noise, we'll have to
Well,
act fast.
I've got another thing I can do. I can cast silence.
Mhm. How close do you have to be to cast that?
Well, we can try and do the trick I tried to do earlier. I cast it on a bullet and then have Beatrice shoot it in the right spot. Because Beatrice, you can aim from far
Oh,
away.
you could
I can
fly,
hit a wall
too.
from 300 feet.
Yeah, and you can fly.
How loud
which
is your gun?
Well, if the bullet has
Uh.
silence cast on it, silent.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Oh, well then. That's
So we
correct.
might not even need stone shape.
Well, I mean,
The
We
bullet,
so wild. That's so fucking
You
the
can
bullet
just
certainly wouldn't
break
blast
through
through
the
the
wall.
Oh,
Well,
well,
no, but you could because it'll be quiet, so you can like punch through the wall or something. You just
But
need a
it-
little bit to see in there, so you
The
don't need to
issue-
like
oh,
knock down the whole wall.
before we do that, I really like the idea of the plan. Sorsha, is stone shape, does it require a verbal component? Because if it does, you won't be able to cast it
Oh,
within the
Stone
space.
shape does.
dang it!
I do love the plan, though. I just also remember
Yeah.
that it has a verbal component.
Verbal, somatic,
we'd be
and
unable-
material.
We'd be unable to cast it unless we like. I mean, if the issue
Really
is it's
thread
going
the
to make a
needle.
sound, then
If one of us were a sorcerer,
yeah. The one time we want
l-
one. I
listen,
don't
give me a
sorcerers aren't my
level.
thing.
Give you a level.
no, my charisma's not high enough. Could you imagine?
yeah.
Yes.
Can you let me like redo my feats so I can take the sorcerer, get 2
Sure.
sorcery points? Yeah,
Why not?
that's-
That's all it takes.
Yeah,
So easy, yeah.
I could have gone draconic sorcerer. That would have worked.
But yeah, I
Alright.
do like the stealth bullet plan. However, it just won't work necessarily with that option.
How
She
long
is
does
just
silence
lounging
last?
in here reading, though, it sounds like.
10
How
minutes.
long? 10 minutes? Oh, that doesn't seem like enough time to get through the wall.
If you just kept shooting.
Well, no, I mean for you maybe trying to like
I mean,
use
how
the
s-
cover of silence to break down the wall.
How sturdy does this wall look? This
Yeah,
house has
can
been
you use your
damaged by
little
fire.
if you can fly there, can you use your little cannon thing to blow open the wall?
So,
I assumed we didn't want me getting too close. I thought we would want me to fire from a distance, but
Fair.
I'm not stealthy, so I will be spotted.
All right.
the wall to where the thud you saw, that one seems to be
Less sturdy than the other one.
more sturdy than
Oh,
the
right,
one
'cause they
that seems to
reinforced
go
it, right.
outside, because yeah, this seems to be like they reinforced this to make sure that whoever was inside couldn't get out still.
What? Werewolves are
Regardless of the
strong?
fire. What? No way. So, but on the one that leads outside,
Mhm.
go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
We'll say
hey,
since
this
this
is
is
rolling
stone-
for wall.
rolling for wall.
Roll for wall.
Since this is a stone wall, I'll say that you'll have to get like 16 to 18 says it's like not super sturdy, and then 19 and 20 means like you could break it.
Natural 20.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
It's made out of
Wow.
paper.
It's made out of paper. Yeah.
And it's full
Uh,
of holes already, actually.
Johnny, have you forgotten? Vaughn is the strongest
You're
person in
so right.
Barovia.
How could I fucking forget?
The strongest.
My God. Literally, like. All right.
Actually, this wall looks paper thin. Maybe if we do shoot it, it will just fall apart. It might be
Yeah.
harder to get to Leyland.
So
I don't know if there are any eyes on this side of the building. That would be my only concern if we try to bullet through it. Go ahead,
So
Johnny.
one of the things that you notice, as you're like looking over the wall, you're moving some of the clothes out of the way, and that's when you finally see that there is like this patchwork of a job of like a wooden plank that they put on the side of it, and like
What the
on the other
hell?
side of it is just this hole. And I will even say there is, with a fucking natural 20, there is like a small corner that leads into the other side of this wall.
I'm laying down.
Yeah.
Or Sorsha's a spider. Sorsha?
True. Yeah, spider would be able to fit in. So,
I will still lay down on the ground because I do want to try to see Leyland.
absolutely.
So I have another question. I do have blind sense out to 10 feet. So if I get down to that level, I should be able to. Because it's not behind total
That's-
cover, but if there's a hole in the wall, then I can
You're-
see through it.
You're right. Sure. Why not? That's just fucking enough. All right. So, one of the things that you notice is first, Leyland's hand.
Oh,
The second thing you notice is
There's no werewolves in
manacles on them.
Hmm.
And looking just this like small little bit, go ahead and do a perception check as well.
oh, Vaughn.
Or investigation, either one.
Is Sorsha helping me with this?
Sure,
Yes, no.
yeah. Okay, 17.
17 good enough?
So, looking at these manacles, they seem to be silver manacles,
Mm.
which leads you to believe this is probably what's preventing them from changing.
Makes sense.
You also see that they are gagged and blinded. So,
Ellen, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, your magical trinket.
Vortex warp.
Yes. So, the act of triggering it.
A creature must take an action to trigger the
To-
item.
Okay. Is this triggering the item make sound? Is it like casting the spell?
It functions as the spell functions. So if the
Is
spell
this-
does not make noise, then no. So
And what is vortex warp?
you magically twist space around another creature you can see within range. The creature must succeed on a Constitution save, or they can choose to fail. Or if the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the targets without the target having to squeeze. Does
Okay.
not
there's
make
a
noise.
vocal component, but like,
That's not.
if a thing can't speak, which it says any creature can cast this spell, so I almost think that just goes around it entirely. So
I think it's
I-
just you hit a button on the remote that
Yeah,
says
yeah,
you,
that's-
you transport them.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking too. I mean, like that is just part of the feature. That's what I'm gonna rule as, because that just makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, okay, to lay out this scene, do I see the other individuals that are in this room, or just Leyland?
I would say with
Sorsha
like
can
blind
s-
sense,
can
Leyland is
also
the one that's
scoot in
covering
there.
it. But
Okay.
Sorsha communicates to you. Oh my god, there's two others in here too.
How are they doing?
They look almost as bad. Not
All
good.
right. Great. Not, but it not. I mean, they're alive. That's usually good. Okay. So, and I can see out of the building. Yes. From this
Yeah.
like hole that we have, so I can
Absolutely.
I can see Leyland.
Yeah.
I can see outside the building.
Mm-hmm.
With
I
my
will
blind
say,
sense,
though,
I can.
like-
Yes, tell me.
If you can get them out like 10 feet from the building itself, from
Okay.
this point of view. if you try and open up this hole that leads out a little more, because it doesn't matter if you see them, that's totally fine. Like, they're already good. But if you want to push them further, which I think is 60 feet is the top
It's
of
a 90-foot
Vortex Warp.
range.
90 feet. If you want to hit that 90 feet, you're going to have to try and stone shape or knock a little bit off in order to do so. Yeah.
I'll go back to Relay and my friends. So there's Leyland and there's two others in that room. I can see them and I can see slightly out. There's a tiny hole that I've seen. It's not great and I can't get them very far if I shoot through it. If we try the silence route, I could make the hole bigger, either by shooting it or not, but I am also afraid that everyone will sense how quiet it is.
It just kind of depends
Ellen.
where we.
Thank you. Go ahead, Citron.
It just kind of depends where we aim.
I was also going to say, what is the space on silence? What's the radius?
20-foot radius.
Oh,
yeah.
so it's pretty big. Okay. I was going to say, can you just try and
hit the roof?
Or I was going to say, could you try and muffle the door? So, because all you have to do is like scrape, right? It would be like a sleight of hand check to try and do it quietly.
The wall you're talking about?
Yeah, like how much is it? Like you have to remove a brick?
Well, that is
a huge circle.
That's a huge circle.
Huge.
But that is about what you would be able to do. I mean, you could point at a
fire at
that's
the ground
just outside and then hit that. Yeah. We'll put it on the battle map for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, how far am I from that? I assume I'm within range. I have on my weapon. It's
You would have to get to the other side of the building because you guys are on the south side currently, so you'd still have to do some maneuvering. But like theoretically, if you guys can do it in like a super roundabout way, you wouldn't get noticed by the hunters.
Where is Bocephalus?
I left my
Great
dog out
question.
there with you guys.
I mean, you
So
could just use an
instead-
action to bring Bocephalus out to you as well.
That's
if
also
you needed
true.
it.
Oh, I'm also just realizing my
Yeah.
gun's range is only 30 to 90 feet, maybe? Because I have an
Right.
extreme.
Katya has a heavy crossbow, I think, for some reason.
Correct.
And I
You
believe
also-
its range is 600.
I think it's 100, 600. Yeah. So it'll be disadvantage, but like you could also just
You're hitting
help
a
and then
wall.
get like a regular
Yeah.
shot. Yeah.
My extreme range comes from spell sniper. So it only affects spells, giving them the double range.
I see.
Which is why it's like,
Okay.
it's still a gun, but it doesn't fire anywhere near as far.
True. Because
Okay,
I guess that's
okay.
the whole thing with like, well, I would give it, dude. Oh, well, I guess it is a black. Anyways.
Just
yeah, that makes
give
sense.
Beatrice bad news.
Yeah.
just give her
wait,
Percy's sniper
she
rifle.
basically has it already with how much she does with fucking Firebolt.
So
Yeah.
so if Bocephalus is with us, if Bocephalus has a dog collar, for instance, I cast silence on that, can you summon Bocephalus to you? Or would it be weird to just have Bocephalus like just as I mean, granted, it's a weird dog, but like what's Bocephalus's
Oh,
quietness,
I have to. Bocephalus isn't the stealthiest of creatures, and wouldn't have the same, like, re-entering our little pass without trace circle. Technically, he would have been in it before when we started it, but
Now I need to go open Lumari up.
me as Vaughn has no reason to be like, oh yeah, the Huntress will totally notice that the second Bocephalus shows up, but me Becca Morgan knows that like my dog is not quiet enough for that.
Oh,
you know
no.
how
Yeah.
loud that thing breathes?
You would know. He's not
My dog
quiet.
is so loud. Yeah, find familiar.
All right, I might need to just give up on this idea. One of these days, this idea will work.
Well, Lumari
One of these
is still
situations.
an option. If
Yeah.
we're trying to do that, we can have Lumari go around, and Lumari has a fucking wild stealth score. The only thing is, well, oh no, the flying would have gone away by now. So,
I think I have to be within 100 feet of Bocephalus to make him go away. With like the way that it's phrased in here, while you're familiar with within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, blah blah blah, and you can make them disappear.
yeah.
It's
Well,
like
wherever they are, I
additionally.
think you can make them. I think you can do that no matter where they are.
Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know if it'd be able to take things with it.
True.
So I mean, either I can drop the werewolves just outside 10 feet, but they don't look in great shape. Granted, I haven't tried to communicate with them. Maybe they're actually doing great and having a good old time. However, I doubt that.
It's Barovia. Chances are no.
No, that tracks, I suppose.
Okay.
Good
we
God.
do have another spell slot for. Oh wait, no, Lumari cast darkness, and then we cast fly, so we do not have another spell slot.
Okay. No.
Do we just want to do it? Do we just want to commit to the bit and do it? I don't know what, but like,
Just go for it. What are we doing?
I mean, how loud is Stone Shape going to be?
well, I don't know. What else, Sorsha? What else? Do you
Well,
have
I
in
guess
here?
I guess
I'm
you
being real
guys
bold and
kind
opening
of
another
do
character
know
sheet.
stone shape. I mean, depending on the volume of what stone you're moving. I mean, it's like a moving stone out. Like you are pretty much excavating with this spell. However, the volume in which you are using it isn't as drastic as it was when you were in the
Okay, no, you're
the
not. You're
Minecraft
not
tunnel.
excavating it. It says section of stone. You form it into any shape that suits your purpose.
Sure. What I
So
mean
I can
is
shape
it's
into a
still
weapon, but,
moving.
like, I don't.
It's like you're still moving the stone. The stone needs to go somewhere as you're forming it. You know, it's not like it turns into jelly and then finally formed back into stone. It's like you are moving stone on stone in order to get this to move. You know what I mean?
It's not like vanishing it. It's
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I imagine it would be about as loud as crushing a rock.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the action that you have to do, right?
Yeah.
To cast it.
Soft clay, which must be worked into roughly the desired shape of the stone object.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What can if Sorsha looks
see if
through
they
that
go
hole?
together.
What can she see? Because a spider's a creature. The hole is tiny. Sorsha
You're
could cast
gonna-
it as
Yes,
a spider.
Becca, yes.
All right,
Yes, Becca,
all right.
yes.
Right?
Cool.
So what-
that
what's
is the
Sorsha's
missing
fucking-
piece right there.
What's Sorsha's
All
range
right.
of looking as a spider through the hole?
Yeah, no, for sure. Since she's like able
She's
to get
tiny,
down
she's-
into there. Yeah, this looks like a
she's so-
giant cavern to her.
She
Incredible.
can see so much out there.
All right, let me
Oh
see.
God, this is so
I don't think
stupid.
it's so good though. I love it. It's very D&D. Yeah, okay, cool. It doesn't have like blind sense or
Little
anything. It just
spider.
has dark vision. Incredible.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Well,
Yeah. Can our spider see far
So-
enough away? We give the spider the remote.
do you want to do anything else before this goes off?
Yes, I am going to establish a telepathic bond with Leyland and the other werewolves.
Okay.
We have it for 3 hours.
Great. Does that like
I
stop your
Nope.
other ones?
Nope.
Fuck, that's
I read it
wild.
last time.
Holy
I just am
shit.
continuing to stack them. I have up to 8 of them.
That's fucking wild.
No, yeah, it's like it's one of those things where you look at it and you're like, this should have a limit, and it doesn't.
It doesn't. Interesting.
There's so many things should have limits.
Yeah.
It's like it's only limited to I can only do it 8 times, but like I can't just stop doing it.
I'm going to use Emboldening Bond right now.
On who?
Everyone who's not over there. So, me, Beatrice, Katya, Lumari, and
Esmeralda is there too.
Esmeralda. Yeah, that's the name I was thinking of. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah, I reread it again. It doesn't say it. But yeah, I'm gonna establish that, and I'm just gonna go. I think Vaughn in their own head just goes, "Don't do it, and don't say it normally. Don't be creepy." And I go, "Hello, Leyland."
there is no response.
Leyland.
It seems because you get the idea that because she's unconscious.
Okay.
You can see like every once in a while her hands twitch, so she's not dead. She's
Right.
just unconscious at the moment.
All right. Well, shit. Knock knock. Other werewolves that I don't know. Are either of you awake? Okay. I'll report. Heads up, everyone. All 3 of these werewolves are unconscious, so
I feel like we should maybe get to that side of the building. Because right now we're as far as possible from them, and we are going to need to get them out of there.
Yeah.
if you guys could,
Yeah.
or if you all are frightened of getting caught or anything, perhaps Lumari can get closer. We just need. I don't want to just send them in their current state out there by themselves.
How many? 4?
There's 3 of them.
3. We need at least 2 people to carry them.
Right.
Barring anything else, we need at least 2 people who can let one, Lumara carrying 2, someone else carrying 1, or some other assortment.
My dog's not strong enough to carry anyone.
Who's the next stealthiest person to get over there?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, yeah.
Yeah.
And she can
Okay.
fly, right?
She could fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're sending Esmeralda and we're sending Lumari out to.
Lumari.
Do we want to cause a distraction on the other side, or do we want this to be just as stealthy as possible? And if I hear things start to go bad, then we trigger something.
How far are we from the south side of the building? Are we within my fire range?
So if you're
Like
trying to
200 feet?
shoot it, you guys are. You're about 200 feet as the crow flies. Jesus, I almost said as the fly crows. But as the crow flies,
door, not a
you
door.
are about 200 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I think if you get if you think things are going bad over there,
Mhm.
I can start hitting it from firebolts from here without even having to move. I've got 240 feet of range, or
All
yeah,
right.
240 feet of range. So I can just start firing on that
That's
side
a
of the
lot
building.
numbers.
You also have, need I remind you, a fucking ballista that can be shot at any time.
Right.
So
Which the symbol for that was some sort of flare. Which
some sort of
honestly,
like light thing.
Chekhov's ballista.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just like Chekhov wrote.
what do you think, Citron? You
Notoriously.
got any? What do you think about distraction or otherwise?
I mean, I like what I could do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or
I
if
could
or
knock
would
on the
it
door.
or would it make sense for like since you have healing and these guys are potentially like
Yeah, I think
injured?
if I can. So are we worried about being seen? But if I cast silence, oh my God, I need to stop talking about silence. If I cast silence on myself, I can at least move stealthily. But then also,
that's
what-
not bad actually, because
Yeah.
Beatrice and Katya both have disadvantage because of sound
Yeah.
with their metal clink 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 clinks. So that could work.
How loud is the city right now? Are people like freaking out still? There was just, a lot
Right,
of stuff
right.
that happened. Like, what's like the general noise level of the city? Are they getting complaints? Like, what's up? What's the HOA saying? What's the noise ordinance?
It seems to have subsided for now. Every once in a while you'll hear someone screaming, running off as they just discovered what happened in the town square. Like, you have to remember that like the town square obviously is a central part of the town, but like the sound of what happened there isn't also going to travel all the way around. They do see people running and people are like, what's going on? And then they see that nothing is happening anymore. And so it kind of just naturally dies down. And it's been about, I think, like 30 minutes since the events ended. So far it seems quiet enough. There's not people going around like there usually is, like the business in the streets or people walking. That's definitely died down. But there's no like screaming and running for their lives.
It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I think it would be great if we could just heal him right away.
Do we
Do you
have any like?
healing potions?
That's what I was gonna say. Do we have anything that we can
Esmeralda
just give to Esmeralda that we want to use?
I don't have any. Vaughn doesn't have any healing potions from what I
Okay.
see. I don't know if, Sorcer's a spider right now, so that's not really helpful on that front.
don't
But
have
we
any.
need her to be a spider still.
How do you plan to get out of there? We have to create a description for you to get
I don't
out,
have
right?
a plan. I
I
haven't
think
gone
that's-
that far. That's not one of my worries at the moment. My worries are getting these people out of here.
Vortex
I think
warp.
vortex warp, but you can't vortex warp yourself.
Vortex.
But Sorcia can vortex
Vortex
warp Vaughn.
Yeah,
Yes,
Source is a spider, and then
Source
can,
is a spider, and you can
Source
just
is
leave
just-
the item. You can just leave the item. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit about
she's
the
gonna
item.
leave the fucking item. Yeah, she's not gonna use it. Yeah.
'cause you can just make a new one.
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't. Yeah, it can just be anything.
It's just like a coin or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sorcerer will just crawl out of the building as a spider.
Okay.
And
Okay.
An invisible spider. Well, actually, it wouldn't be
No,
invisible
'cause
anymore. But still has pass without trace.
Mhm.
Still has pass without trace. So an invisible,
spider.
very quiet spider.
also, like, who's gonna be like, that spider's the reason that all of our werewolves got free?
Right. Even if they get
Yeah,
seen, they're
yeah.
gonna be like,
Is so okay.
just
So
like leave.
we get Esmeralda and Lumari on that side of the building ready for pickup extraction. Then we have Vaughn vortex warp them out, or sorry, Sorsha vortex warps werewolves out, then Vaughn out.
Yeah.
Then Spider Sorsha crawls out the window and jumps down to them, so they still have pass without a trace on them. And can
Ideally, if that's
that-
how it can work.
Yeah.
because all that to me reads, we can get away with it with maybe out without a distraction.
I mean, theoretically, the part that'll take the longest is Spider Sorcerer climbing down, right?
Right.
Yeah, they have a movement speed of 20.
Yeah. So that'll be the longest part because the rest of it is what? It's an action to vortex warp.
Yep.
Then yeah, so it'll be
Warp
20 seconds
6
total.
seconds warp. Yep,
Is that math? Yeah, no, 24.
24. But
I can do math. Sorry, we don't do math here. My apologies.
Right,
No one
right.
look. Roll 20.
roll
don't look.
20.
No.
I mean, theoretically, if you would, it shouldn't make a sound, but if you heard a weird sound and you're like lounging in bed, you're not gonna be like, I don't know. Let's just
Yeah.
do it. Let's
I
just
think
see
we
what
just gotta
happens.
do
We're
it.
doing
And
it?
if it goes south, we start making distractions
Yeah.
by firing on the other side of the building.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're starting. Yeah, so they're gonna move. They can probably do that pretty stealthily, and then Leyland's obviously gonna be the first werewolf out.
Yeah.
All
Oh, I can do
right.
thaumaturgy. I can make a noise within range also to
Great.
help.
What's
With
the
the
range of that?
distraction.
30 feet. So if I could just
Okay.
move around a little bit or just
You
something.
you are 200 feet away from the building.
We can still make some
So-
sort of like noise.
Yeah,
of
we can still
something.
make a
Yeah.
sound.
That's
Yeah.
fine. If you want it, you are 200 feet
keep-
away, so just keep that in mind while we execute this plan. That's all.
We'll continue to gauge the scene and see what happens.
Okay. All
At
right.
this point, we just got to
I-
commit to the bit.
I think so.
Yep. I am rolling stealth for Esmeralda. That is 23.
Ungodly high. Yep. That's kind of low for her, actually.
Yeah, she has a plus 10. So y'all have surpassed her in levels. I still need to level her up, but
Oh,
yeah, she's
finally, at long last.
mm-hmm. And then the wicked 12 for Lumari. That is a 4, so a 15.
That'd be a 16.
16.
Not to do
I
math. My
can math.
apologies.
Right. Right.
I mean, it's moving
Um,
through the city. Maybe they'll be better. Do they have
Is-
emboldening bond?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
So they
Yeah,
each get a
so roll some
D4?
D4s.
I don't have a D4 on there.
Why don't you have
I
a
do not have a
D4?
D4.
I don't have a D4 right up
That's
here.
that's all we play on Triangle.
Okay.
HSC.
That is a 19 then. Or, right?
Whoa,
Yes.
way better.
16, what did we say? Yeah, 16,
Yes.
19. So that is way better. Okay. So, Lumari and Esmeralda run around the guard barracks and get in position. Sorsha crawls down as you place this lone coin at the corner between the two. And immediately, Leyland gets sent out. Lumari grabs Leyland and brings her around a corner. 6 seconds go by. Another one gets sent. Esmeralda runs, grabs that person, brings him around, and Lumari comes back around. Another one goes. Lumari grabs that one, brings them around the corner. And finally, you, Vaughn.
Hi.
And you get sent.
I give
There is-
Sorsha a thumbs up. I'm still invisible.
There is absolutely nothing I can ask for, no roll that could go wrong. This is quite literally the most silent and perfect way that you could have done this. So, Vaughn, you also appear 90 feet away where you are on the edge of like a corner of a building where you see on the other side Lumari and Esmeralda like waving for you to come over. You run around the corner. And then
We wait for Sorsha.
Sorsha crawls onto your shoulder. There is,
Great.
I mean, 20 on a stealth check, which I mean, like even then,
It's still
It's a
like if you're just a
spider.
person.
it's a
Yeah.
spider, and it's coming out of a whole like. Regardless of whatever I rolled, they would have just seen a spider.
It's a spider in
So-
Barovia.
Yeah.
The
Tell
spider
me
in
this place
Barovia,
isn't
more
full of them?
importantly. So,
So
with
satisfying.
such a perfect plan
I'm
that
gonna
I
pick up
literally could
Leyland.
not find any cracks in. Like, this was as perfect as it gets. Now, how are you going to regroup? Are you bringing all of them back to the guard side, like the around the barracks?
What happened? The Mardikovs have an inn here, yes? That's a true statement that everyone knows?
I mean,
It-
yes.
I mean,
Sorsha
did
would
they
say.
fully abandon it? Or if not, we
Yes.
can just go there, right? If
No,
it's
they-
abandoned.
They left their tavern because they went back to their family.
Would it have been reoccupied after they left? I assume we're telepathically relinked. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Unless we have another idea of a safe-ish place.
Can we just get out of the city and
Well,
retreat now?
I mean, we could, yes, if we want to do that.
I mean, I know we have more business in town. I just don't think we should maybe do it with
Additional people.
additional injured
Right.
folks.
I just don't want to have to take them into the woods where, who knows what we'll find out there.
Right.
Yeah.
I can.
We could just try to meet up with the rest of you. I just don't think that necessarily heading back around this building. I think if we kind of go, from what I remember of the map, we continue kind of westward at a diagonal point for each of us until we end up meeting each other again. Oh, look, a
Yeah.
map.
Give it a wide berth. Well, also, we're like in the midst, right? We're like down here. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
house.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
The
the
house
werewolf
is-
encampment is like up here to the northwest?
So,
Werewolf
that right?
encampments. Way
holy
that way.
Vaughn.
Why am I so
Right.
big?
Yeah, I know, right? So that is about where y'all are on Vaughn team. And then Beatrice team is down right about, God, again.
Huge.
Vaughn and everyone who's not here.
Yep. And then Beatrice team is just about like there. Just out of sight as in the front where the guards are, and then off to the side.
I mean,
So the
yeah,
guards barracks is the bigger one, and then this one is the lodge.
Okay. So I mean, we could just continue like vaguely each direction until we end up like there-ish, right? Because then we're not getting closer to the burgomaster house.
at the crossroads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a gate out of the city, or
That
is that
gate
just a
out of the
weird
city,
line?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
assume it's
'Cause-
guarded, right?
Well, I mean, we killed a lot of the guard,
Ah.
and a werewolf did just jump their fence like not long ago. Because Aurora went that way, yes.
Mhm.
Let's just go westward until we meet up with each other, and then maybe we can wake Leyland up and figure something out.
Yeah. What
Okay.
condition are they in now that they're outside? Like, can we see what they look like? Well, can you guys see what they look like?
I'm holding Leyland.
They're still unconscious, unless you can try and wake them up, which, I mean, even then they've been like starved, beaten, like they're pretty rough right now. Some food and some healing would definitely go a long way. But most importantly, they have those silver shackles that seem to be doing, like, keeping them in this state. Because
there,
werewolves have, like, a pretty good healing factor.
Are
But
there like locks on the shackles?
yeah,
Okay.
there would be locks.
Yeah, we can pick these once we just need to be not near the building.
Hmm.
Let's just start moving. I'm just concerned that if we get to a newly populated area, I don't want, if you guys are carrying 3 prone figures, it's most likely going to attract some attention. Especially if they look
Right.
like they're wearing silvered manacles. People might clock them as werewolves.
If the lot of us think we can move relatively stealthily carrying these people, we could try to just come back down on the other side of the guard barracks and meet with you. But we are now each carrying a person.
Do we think we could just have Cephalus fly over the portable hole and you could pop them in there so you could move more quickly?
I think it's more of a thing of technically they would have to hold their breaths and they are unconscious.
You don't have
Right.
to hold. There's air in there. There's just a limited amount of air.
Oh yeah, then if we think my dog will be stealthy enough to do that, then I don't see why not.
Okay.
My dog isn't the most stealthy, but it can also make a wide bow if there's no reason as to why not.
All right.
Send my dog the long way around.
Okay. So go ahead and do a stealth
Oh.
check for Bocephalus then.
You know I don't have Bocephalus' character sheet open.
Oh yeah, I got you. Just roll the d20.
Okay. I opened it already. It's too late. Not very stealthy. My dog did not roll well.
Oh no.
I've got an 8. How does that sound, everyone? My dog's gonna get shot down.
So
Can I cast silence on Bocephalus?
I mean, there's a point where it's just a weird, fucked up thing
Yeah.
flying
I'm
in the
sorry,
air.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's just a bundle of arms.
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
Do I
unprepare
have a
this
reroll?
spell.
Oh yeah, do you?
huh?
Do I have a reroll?
That's a great question.
Also,
Um,
I'll flash of genius it.
Oh, incredible! Yeah. Yes, you
So
do.
plus
you
5?
do indeed.
I have a reroll. I already
You
closed
do.
Bocephalus' character sheet. What
Just
am I
roll
doing?
a d20.
No,
Alright.
absolutely not.
An 8 again. Okay,
Well, it's still a flash of genius.
so
And I guess
13.
no, I guess you couldn't really do psionic knack with that.
No, listen, it's fine. It's a tiny creature. We can't forget that. No matter how many arms I've sewn onto it, it still technically counts as a tiny creature.
So
Whoever
Forgot.
starts, I'm gonna say, whatever guard looks like he notices Bocephalus, I'm going to shoot them.
it's actually not a guard. The
Oh.
guards would not see Bocephalus, but
It's gonna be a normal person. They're gonna start
the
screaming.
hunters
Oh,
that are
that's worse.
outside do. And immediately they see that and they take out their bow and they are going to try
I shoot
and
them.
shoot. You're going to shoot them?
I shoot them.
Okay.
That
All right,
that
so-
weird tiny creature is holding one of the most valuable possessions I own. I am shooting them.
Well, they haven't. Bocephalus hasn't gotten to you yet because Bocephalus. Oh wait, no, Bocephalus.
He's flying away
that's
from
right.
us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because going
Yeah.
back over. Yeah.
If
Okay.
I have
Well,
line of
I
sight
mean,
on the fighter, I
question,
want
I
to
guess-
shoot at them.
Okay, to go back to another conversation that we were having but then gave up on. If I make
Mm.
Bocephalus disappear while Bocephalus is holding a thing, will Bocephalus reappear with me with the thing?
Oh.
Let me read Find
If-
Familiar.
If my dog eats the portable hole and then
We can cut
I
it out of
teleport
him
my
later.
dog back to me and then I just, reach into my dog's mouth because it's not a real dog, it's a fucked up thing that I've done.
Yeah.
And then I pull out the portable hole. Will I have a portable hole?
Or if it just holds it in its mouth.
That, I guess, is a better thing than I'm saying make my
Yeah.
dog swallow the hole. He's hungry.
No, I like that better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before my dog gets shot and I have to find 3 more gold of herbs.
As an action, you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. It disappears into a pocket dimension where it awaits
Oh,
your
no, that's bad,
summons.
actually. No, we can't do that with the portable hole.
Well, portable
Right?
hole in a pocket dimension, I think, is
When it's closed, is it fine?
A pocket dimension is different than an extra dimensional space.
right.
Okay.
Because
which
like
is
isn't
what a
Barovia
bag of
technically a
holding is.
pocket dimension?
right. It's like a
yeah.
demi-plane.
Bocephalus is just
Placing
in
a portable
Barovia
hole
too?
inside an extra dimensional space
Okay.
created by a bag of holding, Heward's haversack, or similar item instantly destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane. That is such a fucking wild thing.
It
Um,
escalates so quickly.
I know.
It goes
Just like,
0
yeah,
to
if you
100.
just happen to do that,
Not
you
to
just
be that guy, but could that
go
free
to
us
the
from
astral
Barovia?
plane. So that is one of the caveats about Barovia is that you
Oh, is
cannot
that it
leave
doesn't?
unless you have express permission from the Dark Lord, which would be Strahd in this case.
Even if we tear open space and time, he will not let
so-
us leave.
So that would just really fuck with y'all. Like you might have like part of you split or something like that, which would be fucking tight. But yeah,
Not for us.
No.
It wouldn't be tight for
Not
us.
for you, but like really cool. It's also, that would be like a really cool way to start a campaign. Like your level 1 adventurers that fucked up and did that, and then like you start in the astral plane. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That'd be very cool.
Anyways,
So,
okay,
What do we think about my dog?
so you could do that.
I mean,
could
if
do
that
that.
works, then
Yeah.
we should just do that instead of have the dog fly over. Right?
Okay.
That seems. No, let's go do it.
All right.
It's like, there's gotta
I
be a
will
caveat
say-
to that. That's gonna. Yeah, here it is.
I will say. No, I don't want to fuck you guys over. I was gonna say that you would have to use another reroll in order to like go back and like. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not that kind of a DM. All right, so if you had this information, you would have known and you would have been able to use it. That's what I always fall back on. So
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah.
you
Thank you.
make Bocephalus disappear
Thanks, Daddy.
and appear to.
Daddy.
We.
All
We
right,
made it
now
so
you have
far.
to use the reroll.
Damn it.
No. So you make it appear back in front of you. You're able to place down the portable hole, which just go ahead and do a stealth check. You still have Pass Without Trace up. I just
Oh.
want to see if
Am I
any
no,
random
is Vaughn
people-
still invisible?
Vaughn is still invisible.
Okay.
I will say this doesn't gain that because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the entire group around you and this just extra dimensional hole that just appears in front of
This
you.
hole that I'm just dropping on the ground. How's a natural 20 for a 31?
Holy fucking
How's a
shit.
41 sound?
Jesus Christ.
How's a 41 sound? A natural
Yeah, 41
41
sounds
Do
natural.
you need me to
41
use a
sounds
psionic
great.
knack?
Uh,
I'll roll a d8.
I love
Please roll a
Bocephalus.
D8.
You know what? Go
It's
for
so
it. Go
clear
for it.
that
Why
they are
not?
the one loose, the one loose thread in our perfectly synchronized team.
a 43, sure, why not? So, Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, Johnny.
No, this is great. I love it.
I said I want to do a stealth mission.
Mm-hmm. And you did it perfectly. You throw these bodies in there, you close up the hole. Each of you have stealth beyond whatever you would need in order to pass by each of, or actually, I guess, oh yeah, with Pass Without Trace, y'all are good. So you're able to make your way back around the guard post, regroup together, and you are now hidden in the shrubbery that is located just near the guard barracks, and I think that is a good point to go to break.
Woo.
So, while we are on break, we're going to do a giveaway. We are going to be giving away a free copy of Tal'Dorei Reborn for Roll20. So, if you'd like to gain a copy of that, you have to be a follower for 1 ticket, and then if you're a subscriber, you get 2. It'll be for Roll20, and the code is !stealth. So go ahead and do that now, and we will see you all in 15 minutes. Hopefully with a Zach. Hopefully.
I know it's an exclamation point, but I feel like it should be like stealth.
Stealth.
All right, see y'all in 15.
Bye.
Become inspired by Sirenscape Online Player's massive sound library and weave your tabletop legends by building custom sound sets that bring your immersive world to life. Simply download the app to access the entire Sirenscape archive anytime you need epic sounds. The online player works perfectly alongside any virtual tabletop to bring your players together no matter where they are in the world. Broadcast your custom sound sets in real time with flawless audio quality to give them a game they'll never forget. Get the Sirenscape Online Player today at sirenscape.com.
Skull Splitter Dice has something for every adventurer. The dice that you use could be the difference between life or death. With over 15 styles of metal dice, a variety of class-based cases, and other gaming accessories, we have something for every gamer. Our products are perfect for Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, and more. Be the envy of your party and get yours while supplies last by going to skullsplitterdice.com. Again, that's skullsplitterdice.com.
Table Talk is not your typical D&D TTRPG podcast. We are not here to run you through our whole campaign.
We're here to talk about everything else in the space of tabletop roleplay.
I'm your host, Alejandra Wilhelm.
And I'm also your host, Mariah Gresham.
And we're your tabletop roleplay girlies.
Seriously?
The Avatar.
all of them like pop out.
You know those ghosts, yeah?
Oh my God, Robin! Thank you, Robin.
That's the
ass-grabbing leather.
This is the most important of this chapter.
It's all written down. None of this actually happened.
Hi, we're the Slovenly Trolls. We're two big bad evil girls with a podcast all about feminism and Dungeons and Dragons. Each month, we deep dive into a part of D&D history or lore, giving context as to why some problematic things are the way that they are, and encourage people in our favorite hobby to do better. So if you enjoy nuanced discussions, nerdy rants, cited academic sources, and dick jokes, you should check us out.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi,
All right.
everyone. Johnny went back to live instead of answering my question.
I
That's
had to.
avoidance.
The timer.
The toimer.
The toimer. It went out. The timer went out.
The
All right.
toimer.
The toimer.
We're gonna pick a winner.
Toima.
I wonder who it's gonna be. Oh my god, it's the DIY witch.
Whoa.
Congrats. All right, I will send you the code to that. Incredible. All right, so you have regrouped in the hidden shrubbery that is near the guard tower. You have people in the portable hole, which you can then easily, open up, take them out, and be fine.
Reopen the hole.
You are effectively hidden from most eyes. There are some people that seem to just look and see you're kind of gathering because there's nothing that's like a place that you can stay. It's just kind of out and away from everything else. So if you do want to fix that, that is something that you could do. But yeah, what would you all like to do?
I would like to try to pick some of these locks on these werewolves.
Yeah. We could just take 10 for each of them, because you're just gonna take your time and make sure that they're done well. You're able to get each of them off, no problem.
Is silver good against anything aside from werewolves?
There are some creatures that have a exception for non-magical weapons, unless they're silvered. There are some other creatures like that, but I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna keep the shackles. Oh, also,
Sure,
once
good
one
call.
becomes visible again, I've got a sick bear cloak on.
Nice.
Very true.
Noise.
You just hear, "Who the fuck took my bear cloak?" from the lodge.
Priceless.
So,
Here
what
they
do you all
are.
want to do?
Oh yeah, does Lady Walker have lots of valuable things in her home that maybe we could use for spells?
Johnny is
You could
Fiona,
assume.
Lady of Wealth.
You could assume. Is that the
But you know
next
what assuming
the
does?
next destination?
It makes one of us look like an idiot. Sure.
Well, I mean,
right.
we should do something about this first, right?
Right. Yeah, this first.
Well,
We are going to come back.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. Let's wake them up, I suppose.
Sorsha.
Sorsha, do you have good berry?
Healing.
They look hungry,
she does
Sorsha.
not
Could you
have good berry? She does not have good berry prepared today. Also, by the way, so sorry that we have ads on Twitch. It's a whole thing. I turned on ads because now there's no pre-roll ads, so if somebody joins, they don't get an ad right away. I thought that I turned ads off altogether, but that was not a thing, and that was never a thing, which is fucking stupid. Anyways. All right. I
could do some healing, but I can't feed them.
What is the unicorn spirit thing again? That one is
heals them?
Right.
I mean, we definitely have rations. I just if they're hungry. Yeah, Vaughn has rations. Look at that. Whoa.
Yeah.
My burglar's kit
Each of your
again.
also regains hit points equal to your druid level, so she can do a big fucking spell of mass healing word and that could be totally enough.
Yeah.
If she pops the spirit, which she did during the
she did the hawk spirit during the
battle.
combat. Yeah.
Second bonus section, you can do this how many times? once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. So, we'll not be able to do it right now. But she could still do a healing word if y'all want her to do that, I think.
Yeah, if she wants to.
Yeah.
Just to get
I can
these
do a
3
mass
on their
cure wounds
feet.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she
We don't need
have
them fighting.
mass
We just
healing
need them
word?
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I misremembered. I don't think she has mass healing word.
Oh, well.
Huh. I thought the druids had that. They do have mass cure wounds, but that's a 5th level spell. So, which she could heal everybody.
I wouldn't
can
say
also
no
do
to some additional
prayer.
healing.
I could do prayer of healing. Also,
Prayer of healing would be great.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
And that's like
we've got 10
free,
minutes.
right? Or something? Is it a spell level? I
Second
forget.
level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's like 3d10 or something of healing. It's pretty good.
It's 2d8 plus
2d8.
my spell cast modifier. But also beforehand, I can cast Beacon of Hope and just get the max for everyone.
Okay.
Is everyone feeling that? Yeah.
Wow,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So then,
can get-
how many people can you target with
Prayer of healing.
what's it called? Prayer of healing.
Yeah.
So
Wait, hold on. Maybe I can't use Beacon of Hope. How long does it last? Up to 1 minute. Okay. Never mind. I can't Beacon of Hope it up.
that's fine. We can just
right,
do the.
because the timing wouldn't work.
Yeah.
We can just
Well,
get enough for.
We could also just do Aura Vitality. I can hit 3 of y'all, or I mean 10 of y'all. That
I'll go
would
Aura
regain
Vitality
12 hit
too.
points each.
Yeah.
Each time. Want to do that? Want to do a Beacon of Hope Aura Vitality combo?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Incredible. All right. I have 10 12 point healings that I can give to people.
Let's start with the werewolves. How much
Incredible.
do we want to heal them up?
Well,
the other two probably have less hit points than Leyland does.
Well, you could also do something less. Like, you could do just like a healing word or cure wounds or something like that in order to bring them back up. But, I think Lumaria is going to take some if
I would
y'all
also
are okay
like
with
to
that.
take some, but I also want to make sure Leyland's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can heal. Oh my god. You can heal Leyland. Leyland will get 12. You can hit. We can hit the other 2 if you'd like. That'd be 3 uses of the 10.
Yeah.
Vaughn will hit you once.
Okay.
We'll hit Lumari. Lumari is very low. So
that makes sense.
We're gonna hit Lumari maybe twice if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
going
need
to take
anything.
one unless we have them extra.
Okay.
I don't need anything.
How much
So you
is
hit Lumari like 3
Esmeralda
times.
at? Esmeralda is at 38. Yeah, she'll take some. Okay, so we have Vaughn. How are you at? What are you at right now?
I'm at 83 now.
83.
Yeah. Out of
2 for
121.
Lumari, 1 for you. Are we doing all 3 for the werewolves?
Yes. I think we heal up all the werewolves.
Okay.
And then I can.
So then we have 4 more. I will give 2 to Esmeralda.
Okay.
And then they are at 50 and 62, so I will give them the other 2 if y'all are okay with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So then another 12 to them. All right. Everybody is relatively healed up.
Okay, I can do another round of healing.
Okay.
We want.
All right.
So I can. Should I just do Aura of Vitality too?
It's up to you. But as you're doing
that much,
Leyland and the other 2 awaken. And there's the first thing that happens is they are like blinded by how bright everything is because they have been stuck in a dark room for a couple days. And so they all like wake up and see each of you. Two of them are instantly terrified, but Leyland, who knows you, is kind of, no, it's okay.
Hello,
Where'd
Leyland.
you find us? Never mind that. Where's my mom?
She has. We saved her already. She is out in the woods currently. She's good. She has my finger, so we can contact her. We just want. She sent us in after you.
Okay.
A lot of people died, and we didn't think it was safe for you to stay in their possession much longer.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. One of the other persons nearby, Katya would know this person. Their name is Franz. They are Leyland's uncle. But he says, oh, and Aurora is out of the town, or
yes,
where is she?
Yes, hop that fence over the walls over there with another individual. I'll describe the other person.
That's Zuleika. That
Sure.
was our Alpha.
Oh.
Oh.
That's good. But yes, we can contact Aurora and everything.
Okay.
We just wanted to get you all back on your feet and everything first.
And Emil?
I pull out rations. This is all I have at the moment.
Emil. There was another.
Oh, that one.
We got what was...
That's... Understood. That was Zuleika's husband. Maybe.
Ah. I still pull out rations anyway.
Yeah. And they each devour them. Leyland just looks at everybody else. I see you have some new people since I've seen you.
Oh, yes.
Howdy.
Hi. So what's the plan? You have a plan, right?
Yes.
By
we
what
do.
order of a plan to get you out of here? Yes, we're going over a wall.
Okay.
Working on the next parts of it, and we can't discuss all of it here.
Okay.
We've probably, as you've seen, gotten into some shit. I gesture up at the sun.
Yeah, no, I see that. So that was you. I mean, I'm not surprised, but...
Yeah.
Not to, brag or anything.
It's good to know that
but,
it wasn't, killing us that did that. Okay.
Sorry it caused you some bad press.
That's just how it is. It's how it was in Kresk. That's how it is here.
If it makes you feel any better, we've murdered all of them.
That does actually make me feel a little better. That's good. Okay. And the fact that my mom isn't dead is the only reason why I'm not broken down right now. Okay, so the plan to get out of here. Where is my mom?
Making her way back towards the werewolf encampment.
Is that where she?
Okay.
Right? Yeah, we told. Didn't
we
tell her
just
to get out?
kind of.
You
told her to leave.
Go to the Vistani camp. And she said that she would be on the outskirts in the forest because she's not trusting of people outside of y'all.
Yeah.
So, you can assume that it's probably in the forested area near the Vistani camp.
Let me read what my finger does.
Yes.
Da, 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 da. All right, so she cannot respond to me if I say anything. But
we can tell her that we're on the way.
Or we can tell her to meet us somewhere specific. That is probably a better idea. If I don't know the area around this town very well, but if we can find somewhere.
We can go into the forest.
Yes.
Outside of town. I mean, hell, we can find where she is with just scent alone. So if we need to find her, we can do that. And then Katya also says, I also know where the Vistani camp is, if we need that. Esmeralda also says that.
All right, we all get it. You all know where it is.
We know the Vistani. We are just so cool.
I haven't been here before. I got too close to the town one time and I got hit with tomatoes. But yes, I believe now the plan is we leave the town and head that way. And
okay.
We will have to return back here, but for now we want to make sure you're all together.
Okay. Yeah. So.
I will send a message to Aurora.
Okay. What are you letting her know?
I have to do this stupid finger counting. I'm not going to even say probably 25 words.
Yeah.
We have Leyland and 2 others. We're leaving the town now and heading towards the Vistani camp. They'll help us find you.
Cool. Hi, Raiders. You send the message. There's no response back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you've sent it.
And
so
we leave. We try to leave at least.
Each well, they're like, well, they don't have the manacles anymore. So yeah, they're able to shift into their werewolven forms, hop the fence. Each of you, I mean, Beatrice can fly. Vaughn, you can like literally climb over it. Katya can walk over it. Lumari is the tricky one, which
I can carry one person as well.
Esmeralda can also fly and carry somebody. So maybe both of you work together to bring Lumari over.
What about Citron?
Yeah.
Citron and Sorsha.
Sorsha's still a spider? No, because Sorsha had to cast a spell. Sorsha's not a spider anymore.
Should Sorsha go?
You guys can go in the hole.
Eagle. That's how we got over last time.
Do you guys want to go in the
Sorsha
hole
is
for a
out of
little
wild
bit?
shapes. That works. That works.
Can I just walk through the gate?
Well, there might be guards.
You could try. There are guards for sure. You would basically get into a battle where you will wipe the fucking floor with these guards, but you're also kind of murdering them. So it's up to you.
The hole's nice.
Need body parts. All right.
There's so many back at the town square.
So many body parts.
We can go back to the town square.
Oh no,
I
did.
Many as you want in the hole.
I got some. I'm pretty sure I got some.
Right.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, for sure got some.
Just got a bunch of
body
arms
parts.
like dangling.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
tied at the wrist. It's like dangling.
Hi, Leyland. Meet our new friends. They're covered in gore and body parts.
Just
I'm
waving
sure
all the arms.
Specifically said. I'm pretty sure, like it was the last session, like I specifically said that I did that. So
you did.
Yeah,
that's incredible. So easy enough. Y'all are level 15 or 14, which actually, now that you have surpassed each of these barriers, y'all will level up on the next long rest. So that is the final level up of this campaign.
Final multi-class I could take.
Oh, wow. I'm going to take 1 level in Druid just to shake it up.
Ooh.
So, you all hop over the fence. Easy enough to find Aurora. You all regroup. And Aurora and Leyland immediately embrace each other. a reunion that was filled with anxiety beforehand and now contentment. Contentment? Anyways. They're happy.
Contempt is bad.
Contempt is bad.
Content is good.
Contentment.
One of them. They're happy.
It's good.
They're very happy. But then the conversation quickly leads to, now what?
Right. So we need to communicate to them our thought of get to Moonshade so we can get you into whatever able-bodied warriors.
Yeah.
Beatrice would say send everyone. I'm sure everyone else will be much like send people who actually make sense to go.
I still have a telepathic bond with Leyland because it lasts for 3 hours.
Yeah, well, all 3 of them, because you picked all 3 of them. And then you also have a bond with, well, I mean, you have the message thing with Aurora.
Yeah.
You can, y'all are just talking. Y'all are all just, I mean, you could just do that shit again, too.
Just, I re-up, I use another one. Let's all get in the fucking
Vaughn
voice
is just
call.
in the middle, just shooting mental messages to everybody. So
do they have a way to get to Moonshade? Like, what's the quickest they could get there?
I don't know if they know where
says, I can open up a portal that they can just walk through if
right
we
now.
want to do
Okay.
that. I mean, yes, I have just one spell left to do that.
I mean,
so if we are trying to get back to our tower, that would no longer be an option, at least for me.
It's the other matter of the werewolves that are still at the den, and then if we are fixing that, and gestures to their alpha,
which I could still fix. What I could do is I could open up a portal, go with them, open up another one that they can go through, and then regroup with everyone tomorrow. I could do that.
Will you be safe with them?
Well, I mean, I imagine so. I don't think...
Sunset is coming, is my concern.
The tower is right there. Maybe...
True, right. If you go to the werewolf den, and if they would be willing to go to the tower...
It's still pretty early. If I go there now, we can most likely get there before the sun goes down.
All right.
And then she kind of looks over to the other werewolves who are just like, yeah, I mean, they're willing to go back to the den, gather all the things that they need.
And then she'll regroup with us however makes most sense.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, because she will not be able to transport via plants again.
I guess we have to then set now a spot where we will meet you. Because, I mean, Citron, if we could go back to the temple, the hole in the ground, there's a tree above that island, yes? Or nearby it?
There would be, there would be trees nearby. Berez is right there too, so like it could be like really close.
Right.
Okay.
Because then if we plan on going back there tonight, then in the morning we meet there.
Mm-hmm. And this is also a great opportunity for Saoirse to be able to go to Moonshade and explain the plan to them, because I'm not sure we've actually talked to them yet.
Right. So if that is the case,
it's gonna take Saoirse
no, she could
day.
She could still, but it would be like a day in order to. This is where it gets into that like planning session where y'all are going to be basically figuring out what you're doing for the wedding. But yeah, there are plenty of trees near the island. She'd be able to meet back up there if needed.
Got it. Do we have any reason we would need to leave our sanctum until Saoirse gets back to us? Like, can we just be like, we'll be there until you get back, assuming that's like 2 days maximum?
That would be...
Yeah.
There'd be no reason to, probably, unless like something happens like dramatically at the end of the session or something. But like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Assuming that everything just goes fine, like, no, we would just need food.
Right.
But like, we're in a town. Like if we go raid Fiona Voctor's house, we could probably get a bunch of shit and then just hang out.
We need to talk to, like, we need to find your mom.
Yeah, I know.
So, but theoretically, we're going back. We want to be there tonight. So I guess like,
Yeah.
we're going to get the wolves out of here. Sorsha's going to go with them, theoretically, or whatever that makes it, whatever that plan is. And then we can go back into the town now. And at some point, Citron will send us back to the temple.
Yes.
So if we can find your mom today, then we won't have to come back here. If we don't, we could always just come back.
Just we have to figure out how we're going to find her.
Sorsha can stay with you. She can just create a portal to the den. They can walk through. She can stay with you if you want. It's just that if she stays with you, the next day she will go there and then she'll go to Moonshade because she's not going to stay at the den.
I think they should, because otherwise she has to spend a bunch of spells to get there and then get to Moonshade, and she might as well just go there now with them. It's less casting of the spell, because then, like, theoretically after Moonshade,
them too.
Yeah, because theoretically after Moonshade, she could come back to us if she needed to.
Exactly. Yeah, if you do ascending, she right to you. Yeah.
I think she just goes with them, and then we do as much as we can. Do we have a way to get back here? We don't have a way. So really, this is the thing. If Sorsha goes with them, we don't have a way to get here quickly back from our temple because we came here through a tree.
Yes.
So we would have to do whatever we're going to do today. And then
we have to speed run the rest of Valakai today.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we find somewhere safe in Valakai to make a temple that we think Strahd won't find.
Yeah, well, I think there's a river right there.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we wouldn't have water breathing because that's a Sorsha thing, unless she casts us on it right now.
She could do it now, and then it would last for 24 hours.
Yeah, maybe do that as a safety, just in case we need to make it underwater.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Water breathing.
Because here's my
good to go. Cool.
He's probably gonna get word that some major stuff went down in Valakai and assume it was us. So it's probably a pretty good bet he would show up here tonight to try and see if we're around. So I think unless we really can't leave, we really should leave tonight.
Yeah.
Because he's going to come here.
Okay. So then that's
the plan.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right.
How do we go about finding my mother?
What do you know? Nothing?
That she is in Valakai?
Do we know how old you are?
I am 19. I'm older than Leyland.
Just have to rub that in my face every time.
It is just...
But
I don't know.
Do we know if that's like a true age? I guess it might, like, do we know you were born 19 years ago? Do we know?
I climbed out of my mother's stomach 19 years ago, from my best knowledge.
That's one way to describe the birthing process.
Well, that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I ripped my way out.
I think you must have been some sort of infant when you were taken, which puts your mother, assuming human standard biology, maybe at the youngest 40.
The only other thing I know is this. I hold up one of my amulets.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at?
It is
the
a
Moonweaver amulet?
Yeah, like Moonweaver, Night Mother type of symbol.
That's the only other thing I know aside from myself, but I don't know how much of this is being warped by Babala Saga.
Do we have any sort of does anyone have locate object?
I might.
Because can't you locate objects of a type? And if we cast locate object on...
I have it prepared.
You have it prepared?
If we cast locate... And you can target a type of object, right?
I mean, it's an object that's
just
familiar.
describe a name or I need to be familiar with it.
The nearest object of a particular kind, a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
So if you do locate object on a symbol of the Moonweaver, and how many people are going to have that in Valakai? No one.
I mean, and it depends how many they've confiscated from.
Yeah.
you know,
It only
the
lasts
werewolves.
10 minutes.
The spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
Which is going to
So
be the
it-
2 I have around my neck.
Right.
Exactly.
But it lasts
You could
10
just-
minutes if the source is moving, like if the source of the spell is moving.
Oh, you're saying
ping
as
to
like
the
a
newest
walk
one.
through the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. The spell can locate
also,
specific object known to you as long as you have.
If I
seen
put
it
these
up
in
close.
the hole and we close the hole, or in Katya's bag of holding,
then they won't.
then
be
it
there.
will detect the next nearest one, assuming that my mother would have another one.
I would think that she would have some sort of object of the Moonweaver if she cared enough about it to give it to you as a child. Right?
I don't know the woman.
I'm open to other options. That's just the first thing I can. If the thing we know about is this object.
The only other thing, yeah, I was given nothing because the rest of it was, do you want to make a deal with me? And I was like, not really. You gave me all the information. I need to figure it out on my own. Valakai's not that big of a town.
Yeah, how 1,000
1,000 feet isn't
radius. Like how quickly would, like, is it literally if like Citron flew over the top of the town?
It was like
would he be able to
700 feet from like where the town square to the burgomaster's house or something.
It's like there's a little scale down here. There's 1,000 feet.
Yeah, so that's like you could walk the center of town and like be totally fine with seeing everything around.
Yeah, just not like the very outskirts up
Except
there.
for that,
but...
yeah, you would have to go up the outskirts on its own, but like you could just walk down the main road, check everything in the lower half, and then go up. And you might have to cast it again, because 10 minutes?
Yeah,
I
can do that.
You can walk like, how much is that? A mile? You can walk about a mile in 10 minutes, which that's
You can run
about
a mile.
how long it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also run, which would attract a little bit more attention, but I mean, nobody's really trying to fuck with y'all.
Is there do we know of any temple to the Moonweaver that used to be in the town? We should at least try and go kind of to that area, right?
There's, I believe, only one official temple in the town. Yeah.
I mean now, but did there used to be one?
I don't know. What's the history of Valakai?
I am going to do a roll for Esmeralda because that would be probably actually.
Would Aurora
you
know?
can also do a.
Yeah.
Aurora lived in Kresk.
Yeah, I guess so.
History. I got a 20.
Yeah, Esmeralda got a shit roll. Okay, cool.
Dirty
So
20.
from as long as you have been here, you have not seen any sort of temple to the Night Mother. So it seems to be like when Strahd came here, he brought the Morning Lord, and anything against the Morning Lord is the enemy, is pretty much what it is. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
we can try that plan.
Okay.
If we so wish to.
And I guess that's just all of us going back in, right? We don't want to just send we don't want to just send Citron in alone, right? That doesn't there's no benefit to that, really.
We might as well all go together.
I mean, I do enjoy my alone time.
If you wish to go in by yourself, but if the Huntress is still in that town.
Oh no, I don't want to deal with her.
Right, yes, so.
Okay.
I am gonna give Leyland a bolstering magic so she can have a first level spell back.
Okay. All right.
So, that's something for her.
All right. What can she do? Cool. Okay.
It's something.
It's something. All right.
Okay. Are we trying to move stealthily, or do we just want to? I mean, the Huntress is going to come out, so we should move stealthily, right?
Just walk through. Yeah. Okay, so then...
We will want to. We just won't have Sorsha, so you guys will be at a disadvantage.
You know what I'm gonna do? Is there a way we can just can I try and go for more of like a acting casual thing than a moving stealthily thing? Like, can I try and dress down what I'm wearing, take off my hat, that sort
would
of
be
stuff?
a better approach. For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna.
Trying to like disguise yourselves away from what you had originally looked like. That would probably be better. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I don't like that. I was gonna say I'll put my cane. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna put my cane in the portable hole, and I'm gonna put my hat in the portable hole.
You could put your cane in the bag of holding. That's more
that's
accessible.
easier. That's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the
drive.
bag of holding. I'll take my hair down to cover part of my face with it out of the braids.
Whoa.
I know.
That's a different Beatrice look altogether.
It's a very different look. Does anyone have like a cloak or anything? Just like I
have this lovely bear cloak.
Oh, that works.
I could use a cloak.
Well, yeah, probably both of us could use
I only took one cloak from the
I've got my scarf. I can wrap that around
Let me
my
see what
face.
else I have on here. I have these robes. I have the seeker priest robes. Apparently.
Yeah? Okay.
What I might.
I just have some random robes. I also have the sun mask if you want it. It's my shoulder pauldron currently, but
too much.
Yeah.
I'll take one of the seeker robes. Those are like sort of fancy religious robes. Is that right?
I think it's from the Temple of the Seeker, right?
Temple of the Seeker, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like more natural, like made of like leaves and moss, and there's like mushrooms on it as well. So it's a lot more natural.
If I turn it inside out, is it a little less distinctive? Or is it kind of like...
I mean, it's made of leaves, so when you flip it inside out, it's just the other side of the leaves. I would say a little bit because it doesn't have like the mushrooms coming up, and like it doesn't have the moss on the outside. It's more of just the leaves. There are like little pieces of the moss that are trying to like hold on to it, but outside of that, yeah, I would say it's a little bit more inconspicuous.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I've got my hair down, blonde grudge look.
Okay.
Just to kind of try and cover like my eye, which people wouldn't recognize, but still.
Right.
And then I put the cloak on. My cane is in the bag of holding. I look super different.
Okay.
I have vestments I can wear or fine clothing.
Okay, cool. Right on.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm gonna unzip myself into a guard.
Ooh, all right. Lumari will follow suit and also cast Disguise Self and not rip out of their skin, but will instead just use magic because I love it so much.
Listen.
And then Katya or Esmeralda could take the cloak, the bear cape.
Yeah, Esmeralda can do that. Let's see her. She's got a whole like thing. She'll take the cloak. She has crossbows, so that makes sense. Katya has a cloak on her armor, and I don't know if she would take it off.
Costume change.
Right? Like this would be huge if she does. Like a big decrease on armor class.
Oh.
I mean, Katya just...
Oh, her armor?
Mm-hmm.
Or the cloak?
I mean, the armor is what is like a distinct signifier that you were not from here. How many uses of invisibility does she have? Let me see.
I'm also going to grab like a big stick to use as a walking stick because I do kind of, I don't need it, but I definitely think I would be more comfortable with it.
Okay, so she can't cast invisibility.
Should I try to do a character voice for this? What does a guard sound like?
Oh my god.
Kind of gruff. Like this.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
That's very good.
Yeah, I believe it.
You've been caught breaking the law.
Shut the fuck up.
Evildoers.
Oh my god,
Stop.
dude.
In the name
So
of
good.
justice.
The fucking Oblivion Guard. Stop! You violated the law! Oh my god.
I could use stone shape to make a stone cloak. Be very chic.
How the fuck would that work?
Poorly.
Yeah, because I mean, like, if you make it too thick, it'll be fucking heavy as shit. But then if you make it too light, if you move, it'll break. That's wild. Okay, so does anybody have another use of invisibility for Katya?
I don't think I do. I
'Cause
think you
that's-
used them both, right? Yeah, I'm out of third. I mean, I'd have to upcast, and I don't know if it's worth.
What level? Wait, I'll give you a bolstering magic. Let's see if that does anything for you.
For me?
Oh,
Yeah,
let's see.
you can have up to a third level spell back.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
You could do like a 2 and a 1, right?
No, you can only pick one.
Ah,
Well,
shit.
I will give myself a level 2 because I'm full on 3, but I have no 2s. I've just spent all my 2 level spells. Okay, well then I can cast that invisibility on her.
Okay. Well, you could
Yeah.
upcast with the 3rd level if you wanted. As well.
I know, so I guess
You could if you wanted.
it'll
to.
comes to the same where I will have.
Oh
'cause I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
burn
could
the
just
spell slot
have like
immediately.
the 3rd level spell slot back. Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's gonna all
Hey,
come
so-
to the same thing.
You would have 2 people that you can make invisible. Which your entire party is already in a disguise. So
I'm
I
gonna
think-
make Bocephalus invisible.
Oh, I was just going to make my
Incredible.
dog disappear, but that also
Oh.
works.
Well, would somebody else prefer to be invisible?
Let's see.
My dog might be useful. They can smell and see invisible things.
It is nice to have him go and scout stuff
Yeah.
from the sky. Yeah, let's
Okay.
we'll cast it on him. So
Cool. So-
invisibility
It is
cast.
a guard dog.
So for the rest of the time that you are walking around looking for this person, that is how long this invisibility is going to last, unless you cast something else that has concentration,
Sure.
or if they do something. So I would like a group trying to figure
Deception
out
and
whether or not-
stealth. Who's being
Well,
stealthy?
I'm thinking performance or deception. I think deception fits the best out of all
Can
of
I-
the skills. So
Can
go
I
ahead
use
and do
performance anyway?
See, your thing is what made me think of performance. Yeah, okay. You could do a performance check.
Yes, I'm good at that.
Everybody
one.
else will do deception.
Why are you good at performance? You don't have high charisma.
I get it from Blade Singer
Oh, that makes sense.
because it's a dance
Interesting.
performance
Yeah.
technically.
That makes sense.
Okay, what
Natural
what am I rolling?
2028.
Incredible. Okay.
19
It's deception or performance.
deception or performance.
Oh god.
Ooh, that was a good roll. for
Wild
us.
shit that we're doing. Also,
Yeah.
buy werewolves, buy Sorsha. We'll
I'm
see you
gonna-
tomorrow.
Just
when we
yeah,
see
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going to use
they
emboldening
fuck
bond.
off to the den. You
Ooh,
want to use an
emboldening
emboldening bond? Okay, so then go ahead and Vaughn, go ahead and roll a d4 because
Thank you so kindly.
Beatrice will not fucking need that. Damn. So that's a 23 now.
I like
Yeah.
drop my accent. I take on a Barovian accent.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Deception.
You
It's
you have a reroll?
Honestly, actually you do.
Oh, heck yeah,
So
I'm using
that's
a
eight.
reroll.
Nope, that is a
Well-
20.
you have emboldening bond.
You could still take the 5.
Take the 5 and roll a d4.
I can also give you a flash of genius. You're kind of the most important one. You've got the spell going.
6.
An 11. An 11.
11.
Plus 5.
This is a group check,
Oh, then.
so you're not
Okay.
absolutely screwed.
Okay.
but I imagine that you're like walking out and you just look still undead completely. So Beatrice
No,
is
it's
like,
because
listen.
it's because I put on my vestments, and so I look a little too religious.
There you go.
Like too out of
Beatrice
place.
is like, hold on.
And I just go through and like hide
Yeah.
some symbols on it.
Yeah,
I
because
got
I think
a
it's very
21.
clearly like vestments for Bahamut.
Yeah.
It's like
21
who in
for
Barovia
Esmeralda.
worships.
And then Katya will do a stealth check, which was pretty good. Okay, that is 18, which is fucking good. All right.
Killing it.
So, with a 28/natural 20 from Beatrice, that easily makes up for Citron. Lumari needs to do one as well, which, god damn, I rolled really high. Nothing under a 13. We're doing Deception, which 26. Is there anybody else that I need to roll for? I don't think so. Now that I feel like the party size just shrunk tremendously because we now don't have Leyland nor Sorsha here, as well as the werewolf. So it's just like I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Does Bocephalus need a roll?
Oh, does Bocephalus need a stealth?
Well, Bocephalus isn't here yet. Like they disappeared, right? Which invisibility still works on them, right?
Invisibility would still work on them, and I just have to poof them
Yeah,
out.
you could just use an
just
action.
poof them out if you need them. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, Citron, you are casting Locate Object as you are all walking through. You're walking through that southern gate to get back in.
Sure.
Are we just gonna do like a big loop, maybe?
It's up to
Kinda
you,
go
yeah. However you
kinda
want to
go
do, or if you
this
want to
way?
go over the wall and skip the guards entirely, y'all can do that as well.
Get over the wall.
I feel like that's kind of like the most efficient way. The little path I just put, I feel like that's kind of like if we do like, we're gonna get, you know what I mean? I feel like something kind of loosely like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we try to just go through the gate normally?
So do you want to go through the gate? Esmeralda can fly if you want, as well as Beatrice can fly, so you can like.
I'll stay with the people going through the gate to help talk them through.
Well, you can lift people over the wall if you'd like. That is what I'm saying.
Also, you know what?
You would
I'll
just have
pass-
to take some time.
Sure. If somebody wants to go over the wall that would rather fly, I'll give them my wing. Well, they have to attune to them. Never mind. I'll keep my winged boots on. But I'm just saying I'd rather like, if we're going through the gate, I'll stay with them to like talk to anyone who needs to go through the gate.
So are we going through the gate or are we trying to find a way over?
Let's just go through the gate.
Go through the gate. Okay.
We'll deal with it.
So as you approach the gate, you see the guards are looking. What?
I raise like an arm to like kind of hail them.
I'm so sorry. We were out in the wilderness. This guard found us. We were beset by werewolves, and we were told we could come back here for safety tonight. Is that true?
Well,
we are so desperate. Please
open the gate. You might not find very much safety here. Just look out for a group of adventurers. They're killing innocent people.
Oh, God. Well, be careful. Everyone, quickly.
So, that was the deception check that got you through the gate. You are able to make it through, and you are walking through town looking for an amulet, which I imagine you put the amulet in the, or the two amulets in the
bag of
holding.
Yeah.
Now I need to figure out if this is like a ongoing. I think it is. Just want to read it over again. Locate object.
I think it's just radar that will ping once it gets there.
Yeah.
My dog is freaking out. I'll be right back.
No worries. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location. Blah, 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 but we're not doing that one. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once, which you're using this. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks the direct path between you and the object. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Cool. All right. You begin walking through town. And it seems like at this point, everything has died down. The people are carefully walking around, not paying much mind to each of you, though there are some looks that you get, but not... It's mainly because you're walking with two guards.
Go about your way, citizens.
And they look away as you're walking towards them, looking at them, and continue walking. You walk through the town, going east. You don't find anything. You go northwest. And then finally you start to go north. And one of the smaller buildings there pings your awareness. It's this very small, quaint, almost hut. You could see on the outside in the backyard, there's this small little patch of moss and mushrooms that seem to be growing. And then you just see this man on the outside. This human man that is currently getting a pack ready with, you can see there are like snow boots and different sorts of like winter gear. You can see that there is like a large coat that is being buckled into this backpack. But that is where you see the ping.
I'm trying to be inconspicuous as I'm pointing like there.
We still, I think, have our telepathic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excellent. Then yeah, I say telepathically. It's there.
I don't know how to approach this scene.
I don't either. I guess we'll just walk up. Hail and well met.
Suppose that would work. I mean, I look like a guard right now, which isn't.
Ask why they're packing, where they're going, what they're doing.
I don't want to frighten the poor man.
Well, be casual about it.
Oh, right. Yes, I'm very good at that.
Beatrice, any suggestions from you?
I got a little distracted by wares on sale because I had to go take care of my dog. So I came I came back in as you guys were saying you saw a ping in a guy's bag. Where exactly is he?
So
up north.
Yeah, it's on the northern strip, like one of the more further north, very small like hut situation. The backyard has like this like mossy farm of like mushrooms that come out, and there is a human male that is just in front of this hut that is currently packing what seems to be a winter bag with snow boots and a large winter coat. that they just like buckled on.
How
But that's
long
where the
can
pain
we-
comes from.
Can we tell if he's like about to walk out? Like if we linger about for a while, can we just follow him out of town? He might be more willing. I don't know. If I was in a town that was dangerous for people who worship me, I'd be less likely to talk as opposed to like if I ran it. Would you be less likely to talk to strangers meeting you on the road? I don't know.
Especially in Barovia. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, there's a chance we might have to come back in here because that's not a mother as far as we know.
True.
And you were specifically told a mother. Your mother is here.
Yes, my mother is here. I mean, do we just approach and see what happens, or do we just wait and see what he does? Either option are creepy and perturbing.
I think we should just talk to him because if that goes badly, then we can just follow him.
True, yes. Should I still look like this? Or should I don't know which is better. Both are bad, I think.
One's less bad than the other, though.
Me or a relatively normal looking person?
A relatively normal looking person.
Oh, ouch. All right.
I actually would disagree, but that's fine.
Ouch.
I think
Okay.
I think
Whoa.
no, what I'm saying is like I'm saying a guard who is like specifically been hunting followers of my god versus just somebody who looks a little bit off. I feel like I'm gonna trust the person who looks a little bit off.
Okay, hold on.
Good point.
I think you're very oversimplifying what Vaughn looks like.
That's true.
This is a 7 foot tall,
I will
slender,
say I think that is how
cryptid-looking-
Beatrice look. I think that
Sure.
Beatrice he's just a little they're just a little bit off.
Just a little guy.
To Beatrice.
They're only 7'9".
It's not that unusual.
It's not uncommon in these parts.
I mean,
Not
yeah, I've
unusual.
literally seen people who are like stitched together from different kinds of animals. I think Vaughn looks comparatively normal to some people.
It's not that much weirder than Citron, who's sewn up multiple people and Dragonborn.
Very true.
I mean, I think it
Rotting.
Or someone else can be the one that approaches them and talks to them.
Right.
It can only be your call on this, Vaughn.
I am not good at talking. We might have gathered, and don't necessarily know what to do. This is not what I anticipated. I don't know what I anticipated, but this wasn't it. It could just be a guy.
Might just be a guy.
Could just be a guy. Who knows?
But there's a chance that he might know other followers.
True. Is he still like packing his stuff?
Yeah, he like goes inside and then for like a minute comes back out with
Has he noticed us loitering in front of his little cottage?
well, that depends. How obvious are you trying to be?
We're like, we could be up to 1,000 feet away. We're like a football field away.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all could just be like gathered somewhere and just like kind of getting a eye every once in a while. So not paying attention. Not really
think-
focused on you right now.
Whoever goes should take this, and I'll take out the thing from the bag of holding, the other symbol that Vaughn had.
Right.
But
I mean,
Vaughn-
I'm dressed in vestments, but it's not for the Morning Lord, and so me going in and showing a different god might be a Coleman or something, and then hold up the other symbol. And I'm also not great with words or people, so
I'm happy to go on. I'm happy to go on your behalf if you want me to. I think it should be your call who and how we do this, Vaughn.
Right. No, I know, and I understand, and I appreciate that. If you do not mind doing it, and if you are not interrupted whilst doing so.
Sorry, had to get to the very big cat.
Oh, it's actually okay to be interrupted. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
This is
Oh my God.
Smokey.
Hi, Smokey.
So
Oh.
cute.
Hi. Okay, can you guys hear his little meow? He's mad at me. He doesn't want to be on my lap. He's so mad at me. Get out of.
Worth it.
Worth it. I can send Bocephalus with you, or I could, I guess, go with you as well. I do look like a guard.
I'm happy to. I'm not too worried about that person being potentially dangerous.
Okay, all right.
But I think sending Bocephalus with me, I'm happy to take him with me.
All right. Yes. Whoop.
And do you have a telepathic bond with me right now?
Yes.
Okay, and you can hear me and I can hear you, or just one way?
Yeah, we can communicate with each other. It's just we all can't. I'm the hub.
I can cast Rory's telepathic bond, so we can all communicate with each other.
I mean, you have.
Do you think it matters in this situation,
with Vaughn,
though? I don't know
with
if it matters
Vaughn
in this
being,
situation.
I'm just a hub at this point.
you will be a hub, but you're also going to be focused on something else while this happens. So I mean, you're not really going to be focused
if I am
on
listening through Bocephalus, yeah.
right.
Oh, right, you're seeing through Bocephalus. That's true.
And you're going to be
Alright.
focused on what this person is saying.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
If-
happy
if
to
you
be a
wish to.
mouthpiece. So, yeah, I think that I'd be honored to
All right.
help,
Thank you, Beatrice.
of course. And anything you want me to say, I'm happy to communicate for you.
All right.
You
I don't.
just-
I don't. Yes. Yes. Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Beatrice, you.
I tuck the amulet under my robes.
Okay.
As if it is something I normally wear.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Not great at those.
That's fine. As you
roll a
approach,
D4.
Oh, I can add a
add
D4 to my 5.
And
I can get a
flash
I
of
can-
genius. You could throw that and make it a little bit higher.
Yeah, you know, right now it's okay. I got a 1, so 6.
Woo!
Woo.
So as you're approaching, you see the door open. You're not able to get very much of a good look on the inside as the door closes pretty quickly after they come out. You can see this, like, maybe 40s man that has a robust beard. He is currently... He has finished packing that bag that he had and is now seeming to be, like, kind of recounting everything that he packed, making sure that he has everything. And as you approach, he kind of looks over, doesn't know if you're really approaching him or not, and then just kind of looks over at you.
I'm sorry, I just saw you were about to leave town.
Okay. Do I know you?
You wouldn't. I was new to town, but I've been feeling rather unsafe since arriving, so I was thinking about moving on, but I'm not very capable of traveling on my own, so I was wondering if you might be interested. Take a road companion?
Do a persuasion check.
Would it be deception or persuasion?
Oh, I guess you could do.
Yeah,
you could
I was
do
lying a lot.
Deception. Yeah. I will say this will be. I'll probably set the DC at like 17.
Sure.
It's gonna be high.
For reference, for this, my goal here is just to open a I just want to get
Sure,
this guy
sure.
talking. Yeah.
Sure.
27.
Sorry, Johnny. What was the DC?
Nothing. So, anyways,
Doesn't matter.
He looks at his pack, looks at you. You don't look ready to go unless you are leaving with nothing.
I had so little here. I'm happy to, and I sort of like do a gesture and very intentionally flash the symbol of the Morning Lord under my cape. Not, I want it to look like an accident.
Oh,
Of the
okay.
Morning
Moonweaver?
Lord or of the
Or
Okay.
sorry, of the
Moonweaver.
Moonweaver.
Sure.
I like sort
I
of
see
like
what-
was
yeah.
like I sort of
I'm
like
picking up
well,
what
I
you're
didn't
doing.
have much, and then I like do like a glance and then like
Mhm.
quickly like I'm sorry, as I said, I'm not I should, and I just sort of start to turn to leave.
Wait.
Um
Come inside.
okay.
And he
I-
grabs his bag
I
and
sort of
walks
like
in.
do a look around like I'm checking and I shoot
Of course.
like a huge wink back at the group and I
Love
jump
it.
into the hut.
My dog's gonna try to follow in.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Easy.
It's invisible.
Yeah, I'll move slowly. I know he's around.
You see he pulls out an amulet that looks similar except a lot more makeshift. I didn't know that there was any other out here. It's kind of hard to know.
I wasn't sure, but I've been keeping an eye on people who might be leaving town with unclear reasons, and I sort of wondered if maybe I'd seen you'd been keeping yourself away from people, especially those ceremonies they've been having, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put you in danger like this. I came here.
Where are you trying to go? I can assure you it's not where I am going. But I can stop by Kresk if that's where you're going.
I don't really know where I'm going. I came here looking for someone. I was supposed to be able to find a very good friend of mine had family in Valakai, and they haven't been able to find where they are. All we knew was that they were also followers. So my friend has difficulty traveling in town, so I offered to come on their behalf, and you're the first I've found.
Do you know the name?
No. And the name of my friend is they were given a name by the person who kidnapped them as a child.
Do an insight check.
Okay, not good at those. Not great at those.
Can I do an insight
21.
check? Oh well.
But also go
21.
ahead and be fun.
Yeah, go for it if you would like to do an insight as well.
Yeah, I mean, Vaughn's also bad at it. No, yeah, no.
Not at all.
Add that D4.
Oh, my apologies. That'll save it.
Oh, I'll add the D4 too, just in case that makes a difference.
I could use a
on my-
psionic
Sure.
knack.
22.
Beatrice got it.
Okay.
You see a sudden look of almost recognition, but like it is so brief that it goes away. Like
Okay.
it is just like no.
I just can't. It was so long ago. I mean, they know nothing. They were taken as a baby. They're only about 19, 20 now. So I don't even know if their family would still be here, or if anyone would remember them. They're not even sure how they were taken. They were stolen by some sort of hag, I believe. Are you all right? This is too much. This is so personal. I shouldn't expect all this of you. You don't even know who I am.
I need you to do. This is going to be a persuasion check.
Oh. Okay.
And there's a reason why.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. There it is. That's all you need.
Jesus
That's all you
fucking
need.
Christ.
Go ahead
All
and
right.
add that D4
Natural
just in
20.
case.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're
God
fine.
is the only
Geniuses?
person
Okay.
cares about.
You
This matters so much.
He looks at you and says, "Who sent you?"
My friend. Their name is Vaughn.
They go to a window to look outside. Okay.
I've fucked off somewhere.
How do you know about Baba Lysaga?
I know that she's a horrible hag to the south of here in some horrible swamp, Berez, I think. But
how common is knowledge of Baba Lysaga? Is that something nobody should know about?
It's kind of like a myth.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
It's like women, when they have nowhere to go, they go to Berez to look for Baba Lysaga, because this is like, she creates a coven. So it's kind of like a myth at this point. Not really like, just people know not to go to Berez, but they don't know if Baba Lysaga is actually real, or if it's kind of like the boogeyman, but just like slightly more real than that.
Got it. Okay, so I would say, like, my friend is from Berez. They always said they had some connection to the I didn't know how much of it was true.
Are we in danger?
And you're not sent by...
The hell? I would not have come here for... I mean, I don't know how to prove it to you, but...
What does your friend look like?
Very, very tall and thin, black hair,
light eyes, right? Or dark eyes?
Purple eyes.
They've been transfigured slightly by magic, so I don't... But I mean, they have purple eyes. I don't know how naturally occurring those are.
You said they were 19?
19.
Where are they?
They're hiding in town. I can find them and bring them here, but you have to promise you'll...
Yes, please.
They've been through a lot. They're very worried their family won't... They're very worried that their family will... I don't know. I'm not really sure what they want. I think they just want to know where they came from.
I think... God, you got a natural 20, all right? I think that is my child. You said that they're looking for their mother, but... And you see this person's features begin to shift. And you see as this human man turns into what you now see as a dusk elf woman who...
Trans illusion magic dropping, or like physical transformation?
Physical transmutation, changing of the body.
Polymorph?
Or an inherent ability. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. And I sort of like react a little bit to it being a dust elf. That's a little... I'm just a simple farm girl.
And you would know too.
No
female dusk elves.
No female dusk elves
were killed off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically. So...
They can come here right now.
Please.
Hide yourself. Hide yourself. I don't want you.
Yeah. And then shifts back into the human form.
1 second. They have abilities. They're able to hear what I think. So I'll let them know they'll be here in a moment.
Right.
I'm walking.
Of course. You begin walking over, and within a few seconds, you're already at the doorstep. Or the
Is
doorway.
anyone like out on the street?
Nobody's really paying attention.
Okay, I'm gonna...
I mean, you are in a guard's armor right now, so like...
Yeah, I am about to unzip myself.
Right.
Okay, all right.
That's why I was looking to see if there's a person.
There are people...
I'll duck into a bush if I have to.
Okay, sure. Duck away out of... Go ahead and do a stealth check, just in general.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to make a stealth check. How's a 25 sound?
You're good.
I don't get that
And
D4.
easy enough, you're able to.
My
Yeah.
apologies.
Oh my god. You don't need to use a psionic knack.
But we want to. We want to use our emboldening bonds.
No. Psionic knack, which is the
Oh.
thing that Becca always fucking pesters me about. 27 is enough.
Yeah.
You are able to.
I fall into a bush and then roll out as Vaughn
Yep.
again.
And then you approach
Sigrid
the front
claps
door.
very lightly,
Yeah.
very entertained.
You enter in to find this human man, once again, who is pacing.
I duck my head kind of like upon entering,
I
you know,
immediately like
because I'm tall.
reach a hand out to Vaughn and sort of like, this is Vaughn, my friend. I'm sorry, I'm not even sure I know your name, but this is who I was speaking with.
Hello. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's good to meet you as well. I didn't think that I would. Sorry. She turns around and shifts back into her dusk elf form. I'm Telvia. I think-
Telvia. Yes. Pleasure
I
to
think I'm
meet
your
you.
Mother? I think.
It is my best hazard of a guess as well. I was told that you would be in Valakai, and this was the only thing I had to go off of. I gestured towards the amulet that Beatrice is wearing.
Wait.
Yes, this is. I borrowed it for the sake of opening a conversation. And I sort of like hold it out between the two of them. Not sure who to handle it
yeah.
to.
She doesn't even pay attention. She just approaches
Vaughn
you,
takes
Vaughn,
it.
and then like puts her hand out.
I'll take it.
She just kind of like looks you over.
Sorry, I'm a bit covered in dirt and stuff. I should have tried to clean somewhat of it off.
No.
All right. Okay.
She told me that you passed.
Oh,
I hope you know that.
I
never would
didn't.
have left you.
Left. No, it's understandable. I didn't realize that you had existed for really until now. And well, since I was free of her.
How did you? What? What
She's
has
dead,
happened?
by
What-
the way.
Wait, like
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes.
fully dead?
Yes, I burned her house down.
This is wonderful news.
Yeah.
I've been hiding here, thinking that she would come after me.
Why would she do that?
She doesn't typically like when people leave the coven.
Oh. Curious.
After I thought I lost you. I couldn't stand being with all of the others. It was dark and twisted what they were trying to tell me to do. I left. I came here, and I didn't know that you were alive. I swear.
I believe you. And I understand wanting to get away from there. So I do not blame you for taking your chance when you could.
So, I'm afraid to ask, but how did she treat you?
Well, at first it was, all right. If, you know, uh, you like being reprimanded for not learning magic correctly and not being Strahd von Zarovich, and then eventually you just get put in a cage for 7 years and just kind of left there. Until you can get one of your finger bones broken enough to pick your lock. But it was fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
I should have known that she was going to lie to me about that. Or in a session with Strahd. It only makes sense now, looking back. You must have come here for a reason.
I was recently told that you exist. And I couldn't deny the curiosity of it. Past that, I do not know. I hadn't thought that far. I didn't think that I would get to this point in particular. Actually finding you. So I didn't think ahead to the after effects of that.
Well, are you going anywhere?
Well, there's a lot happening right now. We've got things to deal with, but
well, if how did Babala Saga die?
We killed her.
She looks over to you, Beatrice, as well.
There's more of us than...
It wasn't just us, and I'm a lot more powerful than I let on.
So, were you the one from...
Oh, if you're talking about the
Yeah.
The events in...
I'd say most stories you've heard of rumblings around Barovia, probably us.
Hi, Raiders. We've been getting up to a few things, us and our little group.
A few things. That's quite a lot.
I've seen the sun for the first time. That was us.
That was us.
That was you.
I looked into it, and it hurt my eyes a lot, and I didn't realize that that's a thing that it would do.
You can't look into the sun.
How was I to know? I hadn't seen the thing before. sun's one of those, like, legends they talk about. And I guess it's not. It's right there in the sky and all of that, but um,
I feel like this is a dream. This cannot be.
just gonna pinch her very lightly.
She goes to give you a hug.
I will Vaughn will kind of freeze for a little before hugging back and just kind of like looking over at Beatrice.
I like softly, like kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like kind of gesturing how I think people hug.
Yeah. She feels your 2 arms and then a third one.
Yeah. And that wasn't her. That wasn't Baba Lysaga, for the record. That's a different thing. That which doesn't make it sound better or anything either.
So then I know that I'm not nearly as adventure hardened as either of you or your friends, but is there space available for me? I don't mean to impose, but I've already lost on 19 years and I don't want to lose another. If you would have me, of course. I understand if you wouldn't.
I do not wish harm to fall upon you, and we tend to end up in harm constantly. But
I'll also say though, Vaughn, as someone you care about, I do think, I'm sorry, I think it would be unsafe for them to go alone.
Right. Well, you were packing things. You were planning on leaving anyway.
Yes, there's the Moonweaver.
Yes.
I had a vision.
Oh.
She spoke to me. Which is why I'm able to do the things that I can do.
Amazing.
She's shown me a path into the mountains, a pilgrimage.
Uh-huh.
To prove my faith.
Uh-huh. To where? In the mountains? To anywhere specific? Hopefully not like a big temple that's just in the mountains. And hopefully a place that's not a temple up in the, or like a smaller temple in the mountains and not a...
It's in the peaks of Mount Gacchus, which...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's always there. Come on.
It's where they're at. Did I say something wrong?
No. Of course not. Not at all. Of course not.
I think you could certainly travel with us.
Yes.
Not there, but we have places we are going, and I think you having time to spend with Vaughn, and then maybe once things are safer and we've accomplished our mission, maybe that's something you could do together later on, if it still seems like the Moonweaver wants you to do that.
Okay.
Can I ping a magical awareness?
Sure.
I'm trying to see if I get a familiar vibe of a presence that I've encountered before.
Sure. I will say with your deep connection, not really deep connection, but your connection to...
My passing connection.
Your passing connection. I'll give you
to another figure that offered me the same spell that she just used. Okay.
Same. Which, by the way, her face is the exact same face that you had seen that very long time ago.
When I died in New York.
Yep.
Dead in New York.
Same one.
Okay. Okay.
I give a ping to Vaughn of like, obviously I think she should come with us, but is there a reason to linger here? Do you need more time here, or should we just take her with us out of here?
I believe we should take her with us out of here. If we can transport all of us. If not, I guess some of us can go in the hold while we transport. Are you sure you wish to come with us? Regardless of the danger or not?
Yes. Absolutely. I do not want to miss any more of your life.
All right, then it is settled then.
We have some additional people with us. We have a safe place we can go, but we will be teleporting there.
It's a little weird.
We can't tell you where it is.
Okay.
But we will be moving very quickly away from here.
Once we're there, we can inform you more about everything of it all. But is there anything you need? I can hold things. I have an extra arm. I can hold a lot of stuff.
No,
I don't mind. I'm the strongest person in all Barovia. I can hold things. Yes.
I wouldn't.
Do you want to meet my dog? No, we'll save the dog. We'll save the dog. No. We'll do that when we're in the hole. We'll do that then. We'll do that then. That's not right now. That's not right now.
Are we leaving now?
If you require to pack things, then the sooner the better.
Okay. Yes. Give me 10 minutes.
Of course. Yeah.
I feel like, just so Johnny doesn't spring this on us, I feel like at some point Citron Web said like we'll need to leave like at least an hour before sundown so that he can cast his temple so Straw doesn't scry.
Cool.
It's still like noon.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah, at this point, like you guys did get a short rest when you were outside of town. I forgot to say that. Y'all were talking. So
my mom's in fucking league with a dark power.
Oh no.
My mom's in league with a fucking dark power. I knew you'd do this to me.
The Moonweaver, you mean?
Yeah, sure.
Barovia, you can't get a full W.
No, yeah. I got my mom back.
Can the rest of our party, can we ask like, hey, can the rest of our people come here so we can just like from here?
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
She's able to pack up. You are all able to group up. And you're going back to the temple?
Yeah. Our hole.
Okay.
Is there anything? There's
like the only other thing would be like if we raid Fiona Voctor's house.
Yeah. So I do kind of.
Yeah. Which.
There's frankly a part of me that's like, could we pause now before the teleport happens, just in case?
Sure. Everybody groups
Dear
up.
Zach is like, you all forgot this very important thing we need
cool.
to do here.
I think that's a great
he knows
idea.
This town more than we do.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, what a session. I was really wondering how y'all were going to find her.
We did it.
And you did it. That was such a great use of locate object
specifically.
Thank you. I owe my life to you.
Wow, that's good thinking ahead.
Incredible. Well, everyone, there's so many hugs that are being given to us. Oh, we have 4 minutes before another ad. All right, cool. We're gonna make sure we gotta get out of here before the. Thank you everybody for joining us. Wow, that was a long stream. Truly appreciate everybody here. We are going to have a session next Monday, hopefully. But then that Monday after, which is going to be the 2nd of September, we are not going to have a stream. I will be at PAX West. But outside of that, we will level up.
Bye.
For
And we
real.
will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.